Welcome to Tiger Talks Wrestling. I am your host, Tony, and today we've got a Q&A supposed to be taking place with the American Outlaws, BCW's World Heavyweight Champion Jason Page and Mark Williams. They're apparently running late. Testing. There we go. That's much better. So I'll try this all over again. Welcome to Tiger Talks Wrestling. I am your host, Tony. You guys might not have caught me the first time. I'm waiting on the BCW tag team, the American Outlaws, the BCW World Heavyweight Champion Jason Page and Mark Williams. They'll be joining me here eventually for a Q&A. I was also promoting that tomorrow night, the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I will have one half of Team Sweet 16, one half of the NUW Tag Team Champions, David Lowell, in the show. We'll have a couple of other guests next week. Don't know when or who all exactly yet. You guys have seen the polls that have been posted on Twitter, I'm sure, so follow that and you'll have an idea. As we wait, if you guys got any questions or comments, leave them in the chat section. Now that I got my microphone working again, say all this stuff all over again. All right, guys. Otherwise, leave questions for me, leave questions for the Outlaws, especially since they'll be the guests in here once they decide to get their act together and join us. All right, I'm going to check on something while we wait. I do have to say a special thank you to J Joker Designs, who does create the logos that you do see after the videos are done, that thumbnails that get posted lately. A great friend to the community and my brother, and helps out a lot. So thanks to him while we're waiting. And we got big things coming on the horizon. We got some new shows coming out here soon on this channel. I won't give away any spoilers, but they're going to be fun shows that we're going to do. So be on the lookout for those as well. Leave it to the two guys who got beat at When Worlds Collide, controversially got beat, to be late. Hey, speaking of.
Tony, why the fuck are you late?
That's unacceptable.
I'm not the one that's late. You guys are the ones that are late.
That is bullshit. You were the fucker that's late.
We said 8 o'clock start.
8 o'clock start. Not, it's 8:05 and you were just getting here. We have been waiting. We do not take waits.
Well, you waited today.
Wow.
It's some fuck shit.
Yeah.
All right. Get on with your questions.
Let's have some fun with this
Let's
American Outlaw hour.
So the first thing I got to ask you guys is the rumor that I actually had gotten an inside tip about of BCW potentially merging with NWF Adrenaline.
If we're going to merge with NWF Adrenaline, they better step up their game because we don't merge with minor leaguers. That's all I'll say.
And you know what that is, Tony?
What's that?
That's big facts.
That is big facts. Big facts that they are fucking minor leagues. Not big facts about that merger. I don't know. The fuck is this? What app am I trying to fucking... Oh, my God. Tony, your thing's turning to shit. What's going on? I'm trying to tweet about this, and technology's being weird.
Hey, I got nothing to do with the technology.
I think that's fucking bullshit.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, that's what they all say. You're probably one of those dudes who bitches about lag every time you die in Call of Duty.
That's you.
Don't play Call of Duty, so got nothing on me there.
All right, now we're going to get on with some questions other than that one.
Sir.
All right, good shit, big facts.
Next question actually came from a guy that you guys have heard of, I'm sure, might not know too much of. D-Lock from Wwe Wrestling. Let's know.
Who?
His words. D-Lock, the Outlaw.
That didn't take long for our gimmick to be stolen.
Yep. All right, what's the question?
Yeah, the question is, from him, these are his words. When you have the so-called fake outlaws, make sure to ask them why they decided to steal my gimmick.
You want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
All right. Listen here, Dick Lick or D-Lock, whatever the fuck your name is. The whole stealing the gimmick thing, man, we're so sick of it. All right, you got the gunslinger, and before long, I'm sure there's going to be some jackass out there from VTW that will claim that he's bulletproof just like I did. D-Lock, I know. D-Lock or Dick Lick?
Let's go Dick Lick.
Dick Lick.
I'm pretty sure it's Dick Lick, because
Right,
that's
Dick
all they
Lick.
do around there.
Yeah, they all lick dicks. All right, Dick Lick. Do you even know what an outlaw is? Because I can sum it up for everybody right now. It is a man who breaks laws, okay? Me and Mark have showed many times that in a match, rules are laws, laws are rules. And
Big facts.
We've proven many times that we will go so far as to break the rules.
But we know the rules.
We know the rules.
We know the rules.
To be sure that we win. Okay, that's an outlaw. You got anything to say about Dick Licker?
Okay. First off, Dick Lick, let me just say from the bottom of my heart, I am so super sorry we stole your gimmick.
But we're really not.
We are so sorry. Now, would you also like me to wipe your ass, for say, or suck your cock? Maybe we can get the best in the yard.
All we gotta do is suck some wang, like Dick Lick.
Yeah, like Dick Lick. Actually, you know what? No, fuck you. You're a bitch. Do you claim that you're an outlaw because mommy says bedtime is 10:30, you stay up till 10:45? Ooh. Who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out.
Wasn't he fired?
Yeah, he was fired. That's dynamite. Peaker.
Another Dick Lick.
Yeah.
They probably lick each other's dicks.
They probably do. But yeah, so you probably stay up 15 minutes later than mommy said I could, and that makes me an outlaw. Mommy, I'm an outlaw because I stayed up till 10:45. You can't go wrestle with your friends this weekend. But Mom! I don't want to hear it. Dick Lick, you ain't shit. You're a little bitch. On top of it, you're fucking scrawny. You're SpongeBob arms too. Is everyone in VTW scrawny as shit? Big facts. Seriously. Let's take a look at all of them. Like, they're fucking tiny as shit.
You see, needless to say, nobody can display the athleticism that us two can. And
it's facts that BCW is the most athletically gifted organization.
I mean,
and we have a bunch of Jerrys, but that thing is Jerry times 10. You look at all of them.
They're Gregs.
They're Geralds.
No, I think they have one person who I really don't care to mention his name, played a high school sport. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, everyone in BCW, we've all played, multiple sports in high school. I mean, that's where our athleticism comes from. And especially for some scrawny guy like Dick Lick, you need to respect people.
Oh, can I add on something? You're also talking to two all-state athletes.
Exactly. That's
big facts.
You need to just respect people more superior than you, and that's all we gotta say about that.
That's just who we are. We
Next
are
question.
completely superior, and it's bullshit that Dick Lick would even think to step on our toes. Like, is he trying to become relevant?
Couldn't tell you.
Next question.
Questions.
Enough said.
So my next question for you, since you brought him up, what originally started the beef between you and Chase Bridges?
I'll let you handle this one.
Hang on. I gotta Google him real quick. Son of a bitch. You mean this guy? Can you see it?
I cannot see it, but I'm sure I know who it is.
Hang on. Let me do something real quick. Let me. I'm gonna find a picture of him because I know he's all over Google. We're gonna share our screen here real quick. You see what I'm looking at here?
I see what you're looking at there.
Yeah, that's they call that Chase Bridges.
Yep.
I would have put up SpongeBob arms, but I don't want to risk the copyright for you because I know you got to make money somehow, and I know the streets ain't working out for you too well. So I figured, you know what, this Q&A's working out for you, buddy. So I'm not gonna do that to you. But that sack of shit, ungrateful string bean motherfucker, skeleton, curly-headed ass. I don't even know if he has curly hair. All I know is he's ugly as shit, and half the time I see him, he's got a big old Cameron Jackson penis in his mouth. Big facts.
Big facts. Big old black wang.
I'm sure it's small wang there.
You got a point.
High school peakers. But anyways, I'm hosting the Backyard Wrestling Awards. And, it's a cool honor, You get invited to do the Backyard Wrestling Awards. That's a pretty cool honor, I think. And this jackass is on there talking shit. And so I make a video about it, I'm Mark Williams. I'm going to call your ass out. And so since then, me and him have just butted heads. I call him out. Guess what he does? He goes, yeah, but you're going to have to come here because Mommy won't let me drive that far. And I'm like, okay, then you're not worthy. You come to me, bitch. You fight on my territory. You're not worthy of having the privilege of watching me drive to you to kick your sorry little ass in front of your adopted family. That's probably going to put you back up for adoption after seeing how much of a disappointment you were. Flat out. Like, what the fuck? Don't fucking come and disrespect me. You understand all this disrespect that people giving me?
I got it. I don't understand it. We feuded since practically I joined BCW way back.
Mm-hmm.
And now we finally see eye to eye.
Yeah.
And people just don't understand the way he thinks. And the way he thinks, I figured out in the long run is the way I think. And that's why together we just display big facts.
Big facts.
Next question.
All right. Next one, I'll lean towards you, Jason. Why, you went into it a little bit in our Q&A for the Win Worlds Collide pre-show. Why exactly did you turn your back on your fellow Dev crew member, Jacob Riley?
Jacob Riley.
Jerry.
That pretty much sums him up. You know what a Jerry is?
Go ahead and inform the masses.
A Jerry is a Jacob Riley, okay? You see, if you recall, in one of our episodes, it was whoever wins gets in race for the case.
Right.
And I told CTS, let's bring up Jack Brown and see if everything that I've taught Jacob Riley will rub off and he can pick up a huge victory, huge confidence boost. And he fell. I got in the ring. I tried talking to him, and he said, do you think I'm ready for that type of competition? A man who was in development, okay? Right. We're not talking about a Larry Nevada who's on the main roster. We're talking about a man who's in development. And when I really sat down and thought about it, Unknown has been champ for the longest time for the Universal title. I don't even remember how long has It's been forever.
Long ass time.
And
way too long.
And when I heard that CTS made my title fight against the Guardian, loser leaves BCW, I knew I needed to make a change because I knew he had Unknown watching his back, and I had a guy like Jacob Riley watching mine.
You don't need that.
And CTS told him, CTS said, you're going to be in the race for the case because everything that you ultimately have done, you deserve it. So he told me prior to the little clip that they caught me taking him out. I really didn't want to be seen, but they caught me. And, there's cameras everywhere, Tony. You can't even masturbate in public anymore. You know that?
I believe that.
All right, good. Yeah. So they caught me, and before that, I was talking to him, and in the beginning of the video, I looked real pissed off, and here's why. He told me that when he wins the race for the case, that he's gonna cash in on me. And because he said, he claims, I just want to see if everything you've taught me, I can beat you, which obviously is not true. That's big facts.
Big facts.
Yeah. So I just got to the point where I was like, I need to get rid of this guy. So
That's fucking ass.
I made sure he couldn't make it to WrestleVersary. And hell, I don't even know. I slammed him into that washing machine like 6 times.
Yeah.
Last I heard, he had
I remember
separated shoulder or something.
He only came back for When Worlds Collide. I mean,
yeah, and he wasn't even 100%. And he took it all to Mikey Nitro and still lost.
Awesome.
But, I mean, he was not 100%. So I don't even know when he'll return to BCW. But all of that led up to the fact that I needed to join with the man that shares the Top Gun role in BCW. And that's why we're big facts.
Big facts. Anyways, with this, I kind of want to make a quick announcement because I did say that I had a big announcement coming up soon about BCW and the future of BCW. And it's why we haven't been having episodes as of late. And it's because we're making the full transition to a professional ring. We are becoming professional wrestlers come February 3rd, NOW in Toledo, Ohio. We are going there. We are putting our names on that dotted line, and you will see us in the near future in a professional ring. Now, the reason why we want to do this is we don't want to be stuck on a trampoline looking like a bunch of yard tards. We're going into the pro ring. We're getting legitimately pro-trained by people who have been in WWE before. Now, we're not going in whatever VTW does, probably Googles up how to be a wrestler. No, we are having true professional training day in and day out. They're training their own guys. God, I can't imagine how shitty that product must be. Their fucking ropes aren't even tightened. Look at that. That was the most piss-poor ring I've ever seen in my life. I literally tried to watch for about 5 minutes because I barely watch it anymore because it's a mess. I try to watch. And look at you. You're nodding your head. Yes, you agree with me.
With ropes-wise, yes.
Big facts,
Tony.
Tony! Too sweet me there, baby. Let's go.
Facts.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, fuck those East Coast pussies. Now, as I was saying, they're a trash program filled with a bunch of trash bags, and we are here to take out the trash before we depart.
Call us the
Backyard Wrestling. Before we leave Backyard Wrestling, we want to leave it in a better place than it was when we got here. And when we got here, it was everyone on their knees for KBW. And then Myron Reed was our savior. He was our Luke Skywalker. And what do you know? VTW, Avery Hoke, Snoke, and Drew Hood was fucking Kylo Ren, and they go and take a big old shit.
Avery about to croak, Hoke.
Yeah. And what do you know? We're back to the shit show, and here are your heroes. So, you're welcome.
All right.
Call us Batman and Robin.
Big facts.
My next question is, Jason, when you first heard about the match that was going to happen at When Worlds Collide, was Mark Williams the very first person to come to your mind for a tag team partner?
It may not seem that way, but yes, 100% he was. Because I know H2 and AJ Gargle on Cheerios. You like that one, don't you, Tony?
Tony wants to laugh.
So
You're not so bad, Tony.
So H2 and AJ gaggle on fucking dildos. They're minor leaguers.
Minor leaguers.
And when I say that I could step in the ring by myself and take care of both of them, I mean it 100%. I honestly think I can.
It was like the Yankees coming up and facing the Toledo Mud Hens. And what they pulled off was the biggest Jim Joyce BS I've ever seen in my life.
And we'll get to that.
We will get to that.
We'll get to that.
Horseshit.
And in our first episode of BCW, I guarantee you, I'm going to bring up all of these statements and facts. Not only facts, but big facts. Okay. On how fixed that this match was. Where to the ref, looking at my tag, I throw a 12-6 elbow on H2's head, knocked unconscious, and the ref makes me get out of the ring. Illegal tag, supposedly. To the point where he would hit the mat 3 times whenever H2 or AJ Gargle on Cheerios would pin us. And depending on H2's reaction, it would be his call. And you saw it clear as day. You cannot say that my shoulders were down for 3. Yeah, honest to God question.
I'd have to agree with you.
Thank you. And
you were there.
I was
in the crowd.
And
you saw it firsthand, and you're like, wow, that is bullshit.
And I promise you, I was screaming it when they called the match. It ain't over. You see, they're a bunch of minor leaguers, and I wanted the top guy along with the top guy holding the title. I wanted to beat these guys so bad to the point where they wouldn't even want to step in a ring anymore. But we traveled to Coloma. There's our first mistake. They picked the referee. Second mistake. And just those 2 mistakes.
H2 was born. That's the 3rd mistake.
Yep. There it is. Inbred piece of shit. And
fucking ginger.
So yes, Tony, relaying back to the question. Mark was always my pick. It's kill or be killed. And I had to go with the top guy.
I guess that would make sense. It's just, for many people, I'd have to say we're surprised to see the formation of the 2 of you together.
Right, and that's the beauty of it, because people don't expect
greatness.
Yeah, exactly. You take 2 foes like me and Mark were. Summer Bash, this man almost killed me, smacking a chair over my head.
Right.
And we went back and forth, putting each other through hell. And yeah, I ended up winning and beating him, but he put my body through hell. And I knew that I needed a guy like that to have my back. And when I talked to him, he kind of knew what was up. I was hinting the fact all week, ever since H2 said, you and a tag team partner, I've been hinting it to him. And it was just a matter of time before I stabbed Jacob Riley in the back, which I did. But do I care that I did that?
No.
That's big facts.
Big facts. He deserved it.
Exactly.
Survival of the fittest. Tony! Survival of the fittest!
Gotcha. Then my next question is for you, Mark. The retirement speech. Was that all a hoax, or was that something that was real at that point in time?
At first, I thought, maybe it is time. But then I thought, do I really want to retire? No. But I'm gonna let this play out, because
actually, if you want to give them a little inside scoop, when he came out and announced that he was gonna retire, that's when I went backstage. I went in his locker room. I said, listen, okay, I know the type of athlete you are. You know the type of athlete I am. We butted heads. Yeah, I got the better hand this time. And that was what sparked this whole formation of the American Outlaws.
The real Outlaws,
The
fuck
real
you,
Outlaws,
Dicklick.
Dick Lick. And
Dicklick.
it was only a matter of time until this happened. And thank God it's finally here because we just stated facts.
Big facts. Now, as I was saying, I decided to play it out because you hear, oh, Mark Williams is retiring. You get the half that's like, no, my loyal, loving fan base of Mr. Awesome, Josh Wahada. I'd say Jackson Hendricks is one of my boys. He's a cool dude. Yankee. My dude, Yankee.
Yeah.
How my kids doing, buddy? How are my kids? Fuck you. But yeah, I got my loyal fan base, and then I got my true haters, which is all the East fucking Coast.
The whole East Coast.
The whole fucking East Coast. If you live past the city of Pittsburgh, you probably fucking hate me.
All right.
It's true.
I'm well aware.
Fuck those guys.
I think we all are well aware, honestly, in that one.
Yeah. Yeah. But you live in Muskegon, so you're all right.
Yeah. Appreciate that, I think.
Michigan boys
Michigan
right here.
boys got to stay together.
The Michigan claim. This is the truth right here.
You mentioned Jackson Hendricks. How much do you know actually about Jackson Hendricks? He was one of them that actually made it to Best in the Yard this last year. So
yeah, he told me that he had a few connections, and he was lucky enough to not have to put a face full of cock in his mouth. Now, I applaud him for that. If you were able to swindle your way into a bitch in the yard without having to get down on your knees for Avery Hope to get that last little bit of nut that he has left, props to you. Now, he said that he didn't like the direction that it was going. He said the way they wanted to handle him was an absolute abomination, and he felt like he wasted his drive from Kansas all the way to North Carolina, which I quite frankly do not blame him a little tiny sliver bit. I understand. Hence why we wouldn't go there, because we know they'd be like, yeah, you're going to lose to Chase because we want to build Chase as a contender. You know, Chase is a really good wrestler. He's able to wear tights and make them look like sweatpants. Fuck that.
And, you know, that's the funny thing about how things progress over time. Because the longest time, Mark and I, that was like almost our goal is to make Best in the Yard, if we're being honest. And then we figured out what you got to do to get there. And then we put on an event like When Worlds Collide, and we absolutely, even though the ending was complete bullshit and horsecock fuckery, it was still a hell of an event. And I would take participating in When Worlds Collide 10 out of 10 times over biggest fucking dick licker in the yard.
Yeah.
What's the reception that you guys have gotten from anybody, if you have, about When Worlds Collide?
Everyone has said that main event was, I'd say, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Drew Hood gave us praise. Drew fucking Hood.
Drew Hood, I've never really talked to the guy. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't have any type of disrespect for him. He's actually one man out of the many of the fucks that I actually have a little bit of respect for. He was talking, and he mentioned that he owned up to it actually, that he said I'm a freak athlete, and I just
big facts.
And just things like that. They let you know that you're doing well in the ring, and I'm glad that he can admit it, unlike the other fucks that are too fucking stingy and believe that they're the best. Drew Hood, mad respect for you. I know you're watching right now because,
who wouldn't want to watch us?
Who wouldn't, and what better things do you have, honestly?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. I might get a Facebook message from Aaron Jones after that.
Oh, we got to show respect, man.
Yeah, we got to show respect.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude, we want to make it. Remember, we want to make it, man. Because we peaked in high school and we're going to stay here forever. It's not, and let me tell you something. If the East Coast shits on you, just know that you're going to be a true, good, great, fantastic pro wrestler someday. There's a prime example of that one. What's his name, Tony?
Whose name are you looking for? Aaron's?
Who was the pro wrestler that the entire East Coast of the rest of Backyard Wrestling shat on for doing God's work? What's his name?
Oh, I gotta say, you got me there.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. He wrestled in Ring of Honor. Mr. Hot Fire, Myron Reed.
Of course. Bad read.
My teacher. I'm Anakin, he's my Obi-Wan, except I didn't turn on him. So
you could say you're the Obi-Wan and he's your Qui-Gon Jinn.
Oh.
Big facts.
Big facts. Or he's my Yoda, Luke Skywalker.
There you go. Big facts.
Now we're in a better era. All right, let's get on to this next question. I feel like we're getting out of hand here.
Maybe a little bit.
Not a little bit, but it's all good fun. All good fun, Tony.
So I've actually heard of one guy from VTW who may be traveling to Michigan at some point. So I want to get your opinion on him. One Dustin Reagan.
Egghead? The guy who paints his face, or are we talking about we talk about Dickling, because I feel like the D might stand for Dustin, and like he's got like an alter ego. I don't watch. I know I've seen some other guys. I can't believe he actually wants to try. Oh, H2. I forgot H2's down. Does H2 even need to get down on his knees with how short that fucker is?
No, he's perfect dick sucking length. I don't understand why H2 is obsessed with the East Coast guys, but let bygones be bygones. But if he does travel to Michigan, I mean, he just better not step in the ring with either one of us,
because we will be bringing our shovels,
and he will not be making it back to where he needs to, because he'll be about 10 foot under.
Yeah.
Now, we know there was several guys that were rumored to be at When Worlds Collide this last year.
Yeah.
That you guys would like to see actually show up in Michigan at one point.
Wait, you say, is there one person you would like to see?
Yes.
Myron Reed, CTS. Well, CTS has already been
the guys that were supposed to be at When Worlds Collide.
None of them. Fuck them.
I want to go on this one.
All right.
I know it'll never happen, but I want Cameron Jackson to come to Michigan. Coloma or Detroit, don't give a shit. I want to grab that fucker by the afro and smack him around and show him who's daddy. Because this motherfucker made it seem like we're all brothers. It's all a brotherhood. We're one with him. If he needed to talk about anything, he would message us and talk about whatever it is he needed to talk about.
I know personal things about that man.
Exactly.
That man was like a brother to me.
And he has stabbed us in the back one too many times.
He is Anakin Skywalker, and I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. There we go.
Yeah,
that's a perfect one, because I'm the one who made him famous.
So if it could be anyone that I would want from VTW that was supposed to show up at When Worlds Collide, it would be him, because I just want to smack that fucker around and tie him to a fucking turnbuckle and just super kick all of his fucking teeth down right down his fucking throat. I'm getting heated, Tony. Next fucking question. Do you want to go? You got
I would say Chase Bridges, but no, he didn't want to go. Why? Because I was going to be there.
Right.
He's scared of me, Tony. He's scared of me.
Actually, dude, give us a minute, all right?
Go for a minute. Give me a little talks. And I'll just plug again. David Lowell will be on the show tomorrow night.
Shut your mouth, Tony. Should I say it?
I think that was a good platform.
That was a good platform.
That was a perfect platform.
All right, Tony.
It's story time with Bulletproof. Yours truly, Jason Page.
Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Big facts.
Big facts.
Thank you.
No problem.
So once upon a time, there was a very, very, very dirty man by the name of, he refers to himself as a number, 16, probably the amount of dicks he's had to suck to get into VTW. So I
or to
pretty
get out of
much
his UWE contract.
Yeah. So I've pretty much I went at this man on Twitter. Okay, I went at him, and he said if you want to fight, you come here. I said give me an address. Okay, I'm dead serious.
This is actually a true story.
I have a job. I work 40 plus hours a week guaranteed. I make $25 an hour. I make good money. I can pay for gas. Okay, that's not a problem. This guy said, I will drop an address. Where's it at? Is it before all this? Yeah. January 13th. I'll give you the address.
A week ahead. A week ahead. Now, January 13th is in 3 days. A week ahead, do 13 minus 7. What day is that, Tony?
13th?
13 minus 6. Time to do some math, buddy.
Yep. The 6th.
Yeah. It's the 10th. It's my fucking birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah,
happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Mark Williams. Happy birthday to me. We're going to the titty bar tonight, actually.
We are. That's why I'm wearing khakis for
That's why I'm actually dressed nice.
So I told him, give me the address, I'll be there. He said, and I said, I'm going to bring Mark with me, just so you know. And, of course, this guy has to say, I'm going to talk to the boys. Because you know damn well his little puppet, Chase or whatever.
His boyfriend.
Is scared of Mark. It's proven. He didn't want to come to One Worlds Collide because he was there. Cameron Jackson didn't want to come because his grandma respawned and then passed away again. And I guarantee it was because I'm there. Because he knows how I feel about him. I want to smack him around. And he said, as long as you guys can make it on the 13th, we're going to make something happen. So, in my mind, I'm thinking we got a match. I'm stoked.
We were actually planning this out. We were like, okay, so you drive half the way, I'll drive the other half of the way.
And where are we now? No address, no communication. And, I've just been waiting to call him out. And now I saved it for your question and answers with your favorites. So
we figured that we would give you this because we know you have a good enough of a platform. We feel like it was time to expose the stupid thoughts out there. We feel like we exposed them.
Well, they're exposed.
All right. So, obviously, at one point in time, you guys were a little close with some of the guys from the East Coast because, Mark, you used to show up on, if I remember correctly, BYW Fix back in the day.
Weekly.
Yes.
I was on there weekly. I was practically a co-host.
So, obviously, things have gone sour from then, but what was that time like for you when you were showing up on the show?
I felt blind. At the time, I felt like I was doing great for BCW. I felt like I was bringing in new viewership. I felt like I was bringing in the subscribers. Now, I feel like I was duped, blind. I feel dumb for even falling for all of that. And the day I opened my eyes and realized that these guys were fakes and they just thought that they were hot shit was the day Aaron Jones messaged me. Because this was after the awards. And felt like it was just a true sign of who they really are because I thought, okay, it's just Chase that's an asshole, not the rest of the guys. Then about 2 weeks later, this popped up. And I tweeted at Drew Hood, who I have known since I came into this. Actually, I've known him since the entrance videos because me and him were working together to make those. He would send me in music. He'd send me in guys he'd want to see them for. I got them done. And then I said, hey, I'm going to start doing wrestling. You think you could help me out? He said, yeah, man, of course. So that's how we kicked off so fast. That's why we were the fastest rising backyard wrestling company in history. There's not another company that rose up to the top faster than us. That is actually true, 110% big facts.
And we'll separate real quick. You know what is also big facts is we've only gotten better.
Big facts.
Sure.
Now,
Thank you.
Aaron Jones, and I quote, messages me, circling one of my tweets and says, I know that you were in character, but you still need to show respect. If you come off disrespectful, then you look bad. Now, I basically, at this point, I'm like, what? So I'm just like brushing it off. Yeah, I didn't mean for it to be absolutely disrespectful. I know I've known Drew since I was young, like a young little 14-year-old. I'm sure he didn't care. He goes, I just know that he sent me that. And then I knew Drew Hood was a snake. That he sent me that, and he didn't say anything about it. But I was just trying to look out for you, dude, because when VTW and UWE and companies like that are gone, you will be the top gun. I think you guys will succeed as long as you are respectful. BCW was around before UWE and VTW. That's bullshit. Don't think we'll be the top gun. We already are the top gun. And then I was like, let me talk to Drew about it. He goes, honestly, there isn't any reason to talk to Drew. It's just something of my opinion. Now, here's the real thing. If you guys don't think that is real, I will end up posting those screenshots to prove they are real. Tony, you've seen them.
I have seen them.
Can you confirm that they are real?
They are real. Very real.
Exactly. Aaron Jones. Exposed.
You know, Tony, that's a very nice chair you got there.
That is a very nice. How comfy is that thing?
Very comfortable.
Is that your king's chair?
Sure.
Sure. That doesn't sound too fucking confident.
No, it's just a chair to sit in.
Are you laughing at me?
Nope.
Okay. That's what I thought. Next question, please.
All right. So let's get into when you had that retirement speech, Mark, you were interrupted by H2, which led into a match between the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
What was your opinion of stepping in the ring for the first time with H2?
I gotta say, at first I was a little bit fatigued. Had some ring rust, hadn't been in there in a while, and then once I got, the fix of things, I was like, okay, this is easy. I'm gonna just take control, and that's what I did. I took control of that match. Why, Tony? What have I been saying since 2014? I am always in control. That match, I was in control because I'm always in control.
It's pretty simple.
True. Hey, is that a match that you think we'll see at some point again, that you and H2 will step in the ring again?
Definitely. I'm going to whoop his ass one more time just for the fun of it. It's fun to whoop his ass. Throwing a little short guy around the ring like that, that's pretty fun. You have no idea, but that's a blast. Ugh. Taking a short stack like that little shrimp bitch, throwing him around like he ain't shit, and then letting his wife know that her precious husband, who's shorter than her, is going to get his little ass whooped. Satisfaction.
Man, that's some depressing shit. He brought his wife to a WrestleVersary, and I was sitting there warming up, not even really warming up if you consider just stretching. And I look over and I see H2. He had to go on a step stool to kiss his wife. You know how depressing that is? Could you, Tony, imagine seeing a man climb up 3 steps to kiss his wife.
Uh-oh, East Coast guy got salty. East Coast guy got salty. We got a dislike. Woo-woo-woo-woo. Angry little fuckers.
Yeah, it's been there since the beginning of the show, pretty much, so.
Yeah, angry little fuckers.
Hey, it's funny because, WrestleVersary had, 12 dislikes 7 hours before it even started.
And then after it happened, do you know how many likes popped up?
About 30, 40? What is it?
We're at 31. 13 dislikes, 31 likes. What does that show you? The East Coast bitches don't like us because they went and disliked it before they saw it. Then the fans watched the show. They loved it. Like.
We love the hate. I mean, by all means, if you want to dislike our videos,
go for it.
Go for it. Because we love it. That means we're doing our job right.
That means we got your attention. You hate us so much to the fact that you have to go to our videos and dislike our stuff. You have to go onto our podcast with you and dislike the video. You have to do all of that just because you don't like us, that you hate us that much. It warms my heart, my dark black heart that just spews out hatred. And it loves it. It's what gets it beating. It's what gives me that pulse. It's what gets me to keep on going. And once we transfer the pro wrestling ring, you know, I'll keep in touch with you Michigan guys. We'll keep in touch with high school peakers.
Big facts.
Big facts.
So, we kind of touched on the subject earlier, but since it's first comment in the chat section, D-Lock is actually watching the show.
Dicklick! Dicklick, how's it going, you little fuckface? He says, well, just got here. There's nobody talking much. Well, damn, but what's up, Tony? You fake-ass outlaw. Like I said, and he got here live, so I'll repeat what I said. Dicklick, do you think that you're an outlaw because when your mommy tells you to go to bed at 10:30, you stay up till 10:45? Ooh. Go fuck yourself.
You ain't shit. This outlaw, okay?
This is legitimate.
This isn't a
You
gimmick.
were bullshit.
It's not a gimmick.
You can't even bench press 100 pounds.
Suck a dick.
Pussy.
I don't know. Oh, speaking of pussy, okay. H2. Tony, you were there. You had to hear H2 say, Tony, what does FYP stand for?
Fuck you, pussy.
Fuck you, pussy. You know how many times H2 yelled, hey, fuck you, pussy? He yelled it at least, I know, one time when he was on the top rope and kicked Mark.
Oh, hang on. Kim Jong-un's in the chat. Hey, Kim Jong-un, when you nuke America, I've got a place for you. Claremont, North Carolina. Next question. Keep going.
Wow, Kim Jong-un. So he yelled, fuck you, pussy, when he was on the top rope. And then when they won in a very questionable finish, they were walking back, and he also said, fuck you, pussy. So H2 wants to be like me, and I completely understand why. You know, I'm a freak athlete. I'm everything he wishes he could be. But, you know, that's just not going to pan out that way because he's just going to be a minor leaguer all his life.
He says, wait, can I use it as fuck your pussy? We don't have –
Absolutely not. Shut the fuck up. Go back to North Korea.
You fucking bitch. You fat shit.
Hey, he's just like H2, fat fucking midget. Next question, Tony. Hey, and please, if you have any of these questions that say, like, what would your dream match be?
No, go ahead. Ask it.
Sure, if you want to know. Want me to ask it? I wasn't planning on it, but what is the dream match for you guys?
I'd have to say mine would probably be someone like a Myron Reed. You know, someone who is well known, someone who actually has a real name to them. I'm not gonna go say, I want to go face Big Time Mike. I want to go face Cameron Jackson. I ain't like that.
Yeah, I'd have to say, we doing like triple threat, fatal 4-way. What are we saying here?
Whatever you want to do.
Triple threat, and it's easily Myron Reed, CTS.
Yeah, I'd put that one too.
Fatal 4-way, if I can't use Myron Reed or CTS, I'd have to say it'd be Jason Page versus Mark Williams versus Jason Page versus Mark Williams.
Yeah.
Because I only associate myself with the best.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. And, you know, I asked ourselves a question. So, Tony, take it away. Next question you have on your list.
Okay. We've seen you defeated the Guardian at WrestleVersary 2 to apparently end his career in BCW. What was that match like for you? Let's start with.
Well, very painful to be a part of. He hits hard, very hard. But just like they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And, at one point, I kicked him in the gut. Seemed like it didn't even affect him. So I busted a kendo stick over his back. And then, if you recall the end of the match before, my buddy, my savior here, came in the ring, you remember what big moment happened? That nobody thought that this was remotely possible. Okay. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I might have to rack my brain on that one. Was it?
Hoisting.
Yep, that's what I was just going to say. You hoisted him up.
Yes. You know how much the Guardian weighs?
Not personally, but I know he's a big, big guy.
Yes. He weighs
High 300s.
385. Hoisting a very conscious body on my shoulders. He's kicking it and screaming and trying to get down, and I finally drop him in front and drive my knee right into his cheek. Gave him a little seventh ring.
Gave him a quick spear.
It was actually it took literally about the life out of me to deliver that move. But
Good thing I was there.
Yeah, and I knew that if I hit that move, it would take me a while to crawl for the pin, but I knew if I could, I would have no problem because he would be out anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when Mark decided to jump in, and obviously no DQ, lose or lose BCW, and that's when he decided to assure that BCW stays great and has Jason Page on top and gets rid of the Guardian, because the Guardian, in my honest opinion, is trash.
I see that scumbag Dicklick hasn't said anything since we fucking told him what the truth is.
Truth hurts, brother.
Truth hurts. Crawl back to your mommy. Suck on her titty a little bit.
All right, so the follow-up question to that is, after the match, the Guardian did claim that he wasn't going to be finished with you guys yet. So, do you think he'll actually show up?
No. Honestly, I think that's just playing
stupid.
Playing hero.
Who's he a hero to?
Exactly. Nobody looks up to him. Nobody finds him interesting. He's just a swamp. He's bland in the ring. He's not creative. Creativity is having your tag team partner with your two opponents and you flipping over the top rope and sacrificing your partner for your team. Creativity is hoisting a man that is just about almost double your weight and hitting a almost impossible finisher on a guy like that. That's creativity. When it comes to him, I see nothing. So I think he belongs in a scrub of the Federation.
Oh, here he goes. He said something. He said, if those are insults, those are just bad. LOL. Come on, guys. I guess those insults are as bad as your wrestling ability.
Truth hurts, big facts.
Scrawny pussy.
And I don't understand. In the beginning, Dick Lock, Dick Lick, D Lick, whatever.
D-bag.
I told you, okay? I don't know if you were here yet, but respect people more superior than you. If we were in the ring with you, we would run circles around you so fast your fucking head would spin. And then we would end it.
It's amazing because this is the first I've heard of him.
Exactly, same. So hop out of the comments, leave a like.
Yeah,
and
quit being so fucking salty leaving a dislike on Twitter.
Actually, it's 8:55, so you should probably get your pajamas on and get ready for bed.
Yeah, go brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Go brush your teeth.
Wash your face.
Go brush your teeth, bitch.
Brush your teeth. You got probably a lot of dick residue in there from.
You're from North Carolina. I'm pretty sure they're crooked as shit anyways. Your parents are related. Go fucking brush your teeth. Can y'all even lock up right? Come on now. Ooh, can y'all
lock up? Is that why they call him D-Lock? He's a professional.
The only thing that he knows how to lock up to is his lips to a dick.
That's true. That's big facts.
Big facts.
Dude, D-Lock, Dick Lick.
You failed abortion.
Hop out of the comments, you fucking orphan. Okay, just hop out. You're gonna get pooped on every time you say something.
No, nobody wants to hear from the guy who's just as skinny as Chase Bridges. How about this? If you want to talk to us, hoist up them weights. You know, start bench pressing, start squatting, start doing some deadlifts, start curling up those fucking weights. You may have to start at the 5s, but that's okay. You gotta start somewhere.
They do have 2.5s.
That is true.
All right, Dick Lick, this is enough. He's not worth our time, Tony. We got valuable time, roughly about 1:15 here.
I mean, we're going to be pro wrestlers next month, and he's going to stay at VTW, so I don't want to hear that shit.
So he's not worth our time, Tony. Forget that guy. If he says anything else, we're just going to let it go.
Fucking, you know what? Mute him from the chat. Mute his ass.
That I won't do.
Motherfucker.
That's fine. Just let him keep running his mouth. We're not going to give him attention.
All right.
Next question, Tony.
All right. So when do you think, because I know what's going to happen, when are we going to see the rematch between you guys and the Adrenaline Addicts?
As soon as they want it.
Whenever. I think they've been aiming it towards, what's that pay-per-view called? Because they were telling it. I know the other guy who helps run NWF, it wasn't H2 because they won't let us conversate because we'll go and track his IP and kick his ass. So their guy who handles like the event stuff where like they go like, oh, hey, we're wrestling here. He was talking about, I think it's called Ground Zero. Yeah. I don't know exactly when that is or where that is. I'm assuming Coloma, but where in Coloma, who the fuck knows? That place is an absolute mess to get through. But we'll figure it out, and as soon as it is announced, we will be ready and we will kick their ass.
And honest to God's truth, the ball's in their court. We're just waiting to play ball. So whenever they're ready.
So we've seen you, Mark, face H2. Either one of you have any interest in facing AJ in a singles action?
Free ass whooping.
It doesn't put us over any, though.
Yeah, it doesn't really help us out much.
I mean, we're already as over as you
training.
Get.
It could be training. Be like a ring dummy. Kind of like it was. Oh no, that's not. Oh, that was the wrong one.
I don't know. He might bring some Cheerios.
I'm saying Tommy Zachary's little sister looks like a future ring rat. So
that's true for the Outlaws.
Yeah,
but he might bring. Some
I don't know
Cheerios.
about Outlaws. We've watched her since she was a little kid. Like she's still a little kid.
I'm talking about Outlaws. Like Dick Lick. He's into the 4-year-old.
Oh, I'm sure he's a chomo.
Yeah. So, AJ might bring Cheerios. He gargles on Cheerios.
AJ gargle on Cheerios.
So, yeah, I'd take on AJ in a singles match. It's free ass whooping.
AJ Gaglion Dong.
And it is sad because he is their champion.
That says a lot.
And,
And then everyone's like, oh, you guys are going to merge. You guys are going to merge. Their champion is a guy whose name rhymes with freaking Cheerios, Gaglon dicks.
He has, like, piercings, lip piercings, and he wears them when he wrestles. And I told him, we ran into each other backstage, and I said, dude, if you don't take that out when we wrestle, I'm kicking that out of your mouth. And
what do you know?
If you recall, and when
you were there, I'm sure you saw it firsthand.
I threw H2 into the steps, and AJ tried coming up on me real quick, and I super kicked him like that. I actually busted that part of his lip open because of his ring. So I'm looking out for people. People don't understand it, and we've been on hiatus a while ago, and I've been champ ever since our very first pay-per-view in Last Man Standing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I have credibility to my name. As far as I'm concerned, he really doesn't.
They have a lucky win against us. I guess they could put on the resume.
It's not even lucky. It's just an incompetent ref.
That too.
That's big facts.
Big facts. I swear, are those comments still blowing up a bunch of bullshit?
No, there's no comments in there.
Yeah.
Just checking something else that I got a comment from. So past that, there's another guy that we've seen at WrestleVersary that we've seen a little bit of back and forth between you guys with him on Twitter. and some other places. Mikey Nitro trying to make had to bring him up.
Mr. 0-3.
Yes.
The man who goes on to a show and loses 3 matches. Come on, you talk about making a name for yourself. You just buried yourself right away.
Well, what's the question about him? Well, what about him?
Good point. The question is, either one of you have a time or the time for him, for that matter?
No.
Next question.
Yeah, let's just cut it at that. No, he's a scrub.
No.
Next question.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Another comment in there, but leave that to D-Lock.
Oh, he did not say something else, did he? Shut your fucking mouth, you scrawny bitch.
But, let's see. I've got something else blowing up. Sorry.
You got them chicks lined up. There you go, Tony. Get it done.
Something else, but yeah. Wish. So, yeah, that was pretty much what I was going to ask about Mikey Nitro. I know you guys happened to mention his mom quite a bit.
Nitro.
All right. Now, Tony, hear us out. Okay. When it comes to Mikey Nitro, he isn't worth the time and day to either one of us. But his mom is so slim thick.
All day.
And
she's worth all day.
And we know that she loves her precious Outlaws, whether she'll admit it or not.
Goddamn right.
But
big facts.
We've had Mikey call us out and say how he's gonna 2018's his year and all this garbage, and none of it's believable.
No.
So, I mean, there's no time for Mikey Nitro unless
his mama's here to get happy.
Unless he really proves something.
We will be his co-stepdads.
Big facts.
Big facts.
All right, so moving away from Mikey Nitro. Jason, you've been the BCW World Champion, as you mentioned, for quite a while now. Do you see any formidable competitors coming up in the BCW ranks?
In BCW?
We may have to take that one to NOW and be like, hey, look, we got this championship. No one can beat us for it. Can we find someone that can at least give us a competition?
Yeah, I mean, Mike Miller, he's a brawler.
But he ain't good enough.
But
But you've beaten him numerous times, so.
Exactly. I mean, he may have that little cute briefcase that he can carry around like it's a little puppy dog.
Yeah, and that's a good fact.
Hey, that's a big fact.
That's a big fact. He is the race for the case winner. Okay, it's pretty much guaranteed title. Okay, he's gonna take my title. Quotes, but I got this man watching my back. So all I gotta worry about if say next pay-per-view it's me versus Jack Brown for the title. Say I beat him, that's all I got to focus on because I know that if Mike Miller attacks me from behind, he's got my back.
1 milligram dose of a spear guaranteed to knock you out. 1, 2, 3.
Big facts.
Throw me up that big facts.
So as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. When we go pro, I might have to just vacate it.
Bring it with you.
Or bring it with me if they let me. But they're professional, dude. They have their own world title.
I'm sure they'd be like, damn, that's a prestigious ass title because both of you guys have held that.
That's true. That's big facts.
That is big facts.
So
they wouldn't take they'd be like looking at the VTW title and be like, hey, let me see it. Let me take a piss on it.
Get that from Toys R Us. So yeah, I mean we're gonna either vacate it or take it with us.
So, Mr. Awesome's in the chat and mentioned something about my last show that I did. I had Dustin Reagan on here for a Q&A. And he did actually mention that he would like to see you, Mark Williams, in the Reunion Rumble this weekend.
Oh, how about that? Respect to Dustin Reagan. I'm sorry I was mean to you earlier. Someone actually respected me. I'm not going to be there because, Cameron Jackson never gave us the date like he said he would. I'm sorry, man.
I brought it up. I showed you my phone screen.
You did.
It's not going to
happen.
just figured since you just arrived and mentioned it, I'd mention that too, because you actually were the first person he named when I asked him who he'd like to see in the Reunion Rumble. So
Yeah, sir. I'm gonna have to look back and watch that. I've been busy. Been very busy talking, looking up, getting money to buy the ring, getting all this stuff ready, telling H2 he's a short sack of shit every day on Facebook because you got to remind him. And I've been through a lot lately, but I am gonna catch up on your shows because I have been watching quite a bit. I may have been a little ghostly in there just watching, but I have been paying attention. I have been watching, because it's a damn good show, and I know you put on you do a lot better than what that little short bitch did a little couple years ago. I got rid of her. All right, you took over, and you did a fantastic job.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
No problem, man.
All right. Any other tag teams in the backyard scene that you guys would be interested in facing, whether it be Michigan or?
I got one, and I just seen it on Twitter maybe yesterday. It was the tag team that will steal your show. Cameron Jackson and Drew Hood. The only reason why, and I already offered them that I would go and I would bring Mark and we would go to wherever they are. It's not a problem for us.
We got money. They don't.
I want to prove to them that they're not shit. They're not going to steal any show. As far as I'm concerned, I could put H2 versus Larry Nevada, and it'd be a better starred match than any Drew Hood with Cameron Jackson match. I would want to fight Drew Hood, Cameron Jackson with Mark and just slap them both around the ring.
Yeah, I would like to face them, but I think my answer is going to be the Adrenaline Addicts because they have another thing coming to them if they think when we face off again, they're going to pull off that bullshit because we are fucking finding a neutral referee.
Big facts.
Big facts.
Good point. So I got to ask, there has been a little bit of a debate from a few people that I've talked with about the theme song that you guys used at When Worlds Collide.
Oh, that's another thing.
That's another thing.
Ideas come and they go. We have had this planned
for a long time.
For so long.
We knew that we could dupe the world into thinking that we were mortal enemies. You really think we actually hated each other at Summer Bash? No.
It's all an act.
We all fooled you, ass clowns.
But now that you put us together,
we had that
calling each other outlaws, it's not an act. That's what we are.
Yeah.
And that's why we get along so well.
And we've had that, we literally said, okay, we'll come out to this song. Why? Because it's a great song. I remember finding it and be like, hey, should we use this song or should we use this other one? And it was the other song we were going to use was the Sons of Anarchy theme song, because that's a pretty badass song. But then I was like, you know what? Let's go with this one. It's an original. And what do you know? That motherfucker. That East Coast freaking action figure life-size ring that he wrestles in. It's literally like he got a genie in the ass for 3 wishes that goes, I wish my action figure ring was big enough for me to get in. And he only raised it up to the point where he can get in it and it won't break. But that thing is so fucking tiny. That asshole stole the song because I remember talking to him and saying, hey, I think because you're coming there, right? I was like, yeah, check out this song that me and Jason Page are going to walk out to when we become a tag team. Because, wrestler to wrestler, we like to come up with stuff. We like to let each other know what the plans are. Because, that's just how it is. That motherfucker comes out to the song.
I knew when he said he liked the song a lot, there's a problem. So anyone, just like Dick Lick, he wants to accuse that we stole his outlaw gimmick. That's not it. We were original with it. Mm-hmm. We told Navon, hey, listen, this is the song that we're going to use or planning on using when we team up. And it's just a matter of him so-called beating us to the punch. Because we could only wait so long until we had to display this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, are we going to change out of that song? God, no. No. Fuck you. We won.
Answers the next question I had.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony, us Michigan guys, we all think alike. We know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Tony, you got to come down to Detroit sometime, man. We got to go to the titty bar with you. Throw some bitches on you.
That man will be walking home with the stiffiest stiffy we would ever see. Oh, man, it'd be a great time, Tony. You would have a great time at the Outlaws. You'd be like, oh, everyone thinks these guys are assholes. You get together with us and be like, these guys are the coolest motherfuckers on planet Earth. You get on these podcasts, people be talking shit. You're like, hey, don't be talking about my boys like that. Hey, facts. I saw you coming up for that as soon as I was going up for it, and that just shows you what kind of connection we have.
And it does. Was there anybody that you guys would say you were impressed by when you seen him at When Worlds Collide that maybe you hadn't seen beforehand much of?
Walter the Bat.
You got jokes. I see.
Yeah, either him or Kazoo Queer. I don't know. I don't know. No, honestly, we do got some jokes. Tony, did you say that we got jokes?
I said you got jokes. Yes.
Big facts right there. Throw it up right there. Yeah, that's what
I don't know. Do we have to pick someone?
If you weren't impressed by anybody, then no.
I would say if there was anybody who I would say remotely showed something that isn't named Walter the Bat.
Wait, what's that guy that he wore that attire to try to look like me? Josh Bell.
Josh Bell.
Yeah, just see what he was wearing. Arm sleeve, muscle tee, basketball. Another man that wants to be like me.
Only difference is he had long hair.
That's true. He did get to slick it back, but he didn't have the beard game like I do. His was kind of patchy.
Sure.
But yeah, his was he was probably the only one. Just because it was like spitting image of me, just a lot worse. So I kind of got to see what I kind of look like in the ring, but not like moveset wise, just appearance wise, with long hair.
Right. So what was it like for you to go in? You made the statement ahead of time. You went in and won the Best in the Peninsula Battle Royal.
I was just us knowing what's going to happen.
And I told H2, that proved that, okay, you take the Adrenaline Addicts and you take the American Outlaws. One, you take the best wrestlers in the peninsula, you throw them all in the ring, and winner is, ironically, the best in the peninsula.
Now, what about the UP? No one gives a shit about the UP.
Yeah, the Upers, they believe in aliens. You see, it's a lot more than fighting everybody and tossing people over. It's about using your brain. And yeah, Jacob Riley did hit me with his twisted transistor, his finisher. And I decided to roll out of the ring under the rope and take my time recuperating until there was one man left. And it was like Nate the Great Johnson or something. And I knew when he threw or clothesline Mikey Nitro over the top rope,
it was over.
I knew it was only a matter of time. I'm just going to assault this man, and I'm going to just kick him out of the ring real quick. So you have the Outlaws. One of them proved he's best in the peninsula, and the other's a fucking gunslinger. And then you got two men that are called the Adrenaline Addicts, which apparently they're addicted to EpiPens because it gives you a lot of adrenaline. So as far as I'm concerned, if you put the Outlaws, a gunslinger, and the best of the peninsula, and he's battleproof, or bulletproof, excuse me, and then you got EpiPen addicts, I'm going to take the Outlaws all day. And that's exactly why they fixed the referee.
Because they knew going into that match, They were outnumbered in skill.
Right.
Outmatched in skill.
Outnumbered, man. That we have a whole number of skills that we have that's so insane. Their number is, we have a ring.
It's true.
That we rented for the day.
So, Mark, you dropped pretty much a pipe bomb on those East Coast guys that didn't appear.
Fucking right, I did.
Have you gotten any response from that promo?
No, because they're all afraid to talk to me. Anytime any of them message me nowadays and are like, hey, man, you started showing you some respect, man. I feel disrespected. You were disrespecting me at Wwe Wrestler. That's not very nice. I just tell them to go fuck themselves. Why? Because they rightfully deserve to be told to go fuck themselves. So, no, I haven't really gotten any response from them. I would say the closest thing I ever got to a response to anybody about anything was Yankee Doodle.
Yankee Doodle. He went to town.
Riding on a donkey.
Yeah.
Slapped that donkey in the ass and found out Mark Williams is really the father of his kids.
Get into that. D-Lock actually did ask a different questions for you guys. Wants to know who your guys' favorite indie wrestlers of all time are.
Indie wrestlers of all time. That's a tough one.
That's actually a good question, man. Okay. I want to go with my bias and say Myron Reed here.
You can't do that. It's got to be people we don't know. Because mine personally, Myron Reed's an incredible athlete, and that'd probably be mine too.
I may have to say it's a toss-up between Ospreay and Omega. It's got to be Omega.
Man, I do like Omega a lot.
Omega's just...
I don't know. I'll have to go...
I say indie AJ Styles. Could we go with that as an answer? The indie version of AJ Styles? Oh, indie version of AJ Styles.
Yeah, AJ Styles.
Greatest. Honestly, I think he's the greatest wrestler of all time.
I'd go AJ Styles, Finn Balor.
Prince Devitt. Go by Prince Devitt.
And I do like Aleister Black a lot. Aleister Black.
He's in NXT now, so
right now
he's sold out.
Well, now he is.
All those guys sold out. It's a damn shame, but it's whatever.
Honestly,
that kind of leads into his second part of his question: the favorite WWE wrestler of all time.
Motherfucker.
Fuck.
God, if he's not trying to argue with us, he's asking us complex questions
that are mind fucking us. All right, I'm gonna have to go with a tie here: AJ Styles and The Undertaker. Because you've known that I've loved AJ Styles when he was in TNA, New Japan, Ring of Honor. I followed him everywhere. And then when it was leaked that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble, I freaked out. You were actually with me here when we were watching that. What was my reaction when he came out?
Man, it was right when the Phenomenal popped up. This guy started just going nuts. But mine, all-time favorite WWE wrestler.
I know who it is. You guys are going to be fucking livid in the chats, but I'll let you do it.
You can't put me on the spot like that. There's so many.
Oh, I know who you're going to pick.
Who? No, I'm not going to go Cena for all time. I do like John Cena. I like John Cena since I was a little guy. But of all time, I'd have to go Stone Cold Steve Austin. Just because
nothing was more badass than when he came out and slapped The Rock in the face with the steel chair, threw Mankind on top of him, and just left.
He just reminds me of myself. You know, I come out and I say what I want, and I don't care what people think about it. I do what I want, and I don't care what people think about it. So, yeah, I'd have to say Stone Cold Steve Austin. If we're going, like, now, you know, now's
Jinder Mahal.
No, fuck Jinder. I'd say Finn Balor. I do like Finn Balor a lot.
I'm a Jinder guy.
Fuck you.
I'm a Jinder guy. I think Jinder's awesome.
I'd have to go with Balor Club myself on that one. So,
boy, too sweet.
So we'll go big facts. Just cause. All right.
Moving on. Is there anybody from BCW that didn't? We know there was only 4 of you that showed up at Wwe Worlds Collide this year. Is there anybody that you guys think deserves to be at Wwe Worlds Collide next year? that didn't make it this year?
Well, there's 5 of us.
The Guardian.
No, unknown.
Unknown. God. Well, he's just so fucking sneaky.
I know. He came from under the ring.
Yes, he did.
You know, we all, you know, took a couple cars there, and I don't even think he was in the car.
I don't remember him being in the car.
But honestly, if he keeps up and lives up to his potential that I know he can, I would say Jack Brown.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think he can definitely handle some work.
Your brother?
No.
Subject?
His brother was in BCW for a while.
No.
Yes, I said it.
Yeah.
He's a firefighter now.
He's dead to me. Yeah. He's yeah. No, not him.
All right. So D-Lock had one final question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
In the indies, on the biggest indies show that you can be on, in a title match, pick your opponent and stipulation.
Indie show, title match. Pick my opponent. I'm gonna go with Myron Reed for the IWGP US Championship at the Tokyo Dome on January 4th at Wrestle Kingdom.
You dick.
You can pick Wrestle Kingdom too.
I was gonna
But
say
you can't pick the US Championship.
I was gonna say Wrestle Kingdom too. Man, the US Championship just looks so sexy though.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So I'm gonna say the same exact
You go
thing.
junior heavyweight.
Okay,
We could be holding 2 championships on
for fun. Okay, junior heavyweight, Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom. Honestly, I'd have to work with. I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm not gonna say Kenny Omega, even though that'd be fucking awesome. I'm gonna say. Wait, does it have to be an indie wrestler?
I'd say
Yeah,
so.
let's go with an indie guy.
I'm gonna say Ricochet.
Oh,
I just feel like
that's a
that.
good one.
I feel like I could pick up on so many things that man can do in a ring.
A guy who actually might not be indie for very much longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn it!
Hopefully he's not a part of 205 Live, man. Hopefully he goes to NXT.
That's the rumor that I heard. He's going to NXT. So
I sure hope so.
Keep him there until Vince dies.
Yeah.
Or until the XFL takes off, so then he'll leave WWE and just go at full-time XFL. Yeah, it's smart.
nice.
All right, well, yeah, we'd face those guys and we'd whoop their ass because it's big facts. Big facts.
So let me put it this way: if you guys had a tag team match with indie tag team, who would it be?
Young Bucks.
Knew that answer.
Big facts.
Figured I'd ask anyway.
Everyone would want to face the Young Bucks.
That'd be sweet.
They're the top tag team in the indies, so yeah, I would agree with that.
Your super kick versus their super kick.
It'd be a super kick, not even a party. It'd be a super kick palooza. We'd have fun with it.
A super kick banger. A super kick fiesta. Cinco de super kick.
Sure. Who are you guys' influences that got you interested in starting backyard wrestling?
Motherfucker.
All right, well,
Our answers are gonna vary.
yeah, because I know you were later on, but you were still in the first year with us. Well, you know, I was doing a lot of the entrance videos for people like KBW, CCW, BEW, and then I decided, you know what? I got a trampoline of my own. I got friends of my own. I know people who would want to join. I'm going to sign them up. I'm going to make a championship. We're all going to wrestle. And we did it. And I helped use the entrance video platform that I had, you know, the 60,000 views that I'd pile in, and be like, hey, we're starting a backyard wrestling company. And immediately the wheels kept turning. And the thing that kept motivating me was the fact that I had the guys from the beginning behind my back, like Myron, like Drew Hood. And Myron was a big influence. I'd say almost every day during the summer of 2014 when we were not wrestling, because we used to wrestle at night. That was something else we did that was creative. We had the spotlights around the ring. We would wrestle late at night. We'd make it feel like it was prime time. And then we decided, you know what, you can hardly see. Let's start wrestling in the day. Let's start doing that. Mm-hmm. But we did something that no one else would do. We'd start wrestling at nighttime. It's something new. It's something different. I had a match with Matt Cavey in a blizzard. In the middle of a blizzard on just a regular BCW TV, because that's what it was called back then. Right. And I think the fact that we were piling in the views, the fact that people were loving us, the fact that we had the support, Myron Reed, me and him were talking every single night about what I can do, what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. He kept me into this. He kept me going. Then he left, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on trucking, do this on my own. What do you know? I built me an empire. And now, what's happening? Next month, I'm going to be a professional wrestler. Your turn.
It's hard to answer this question just because I don't see eye to eye with them anymore.
You never really were as close with them as I was. Like
right.
I had the big connection with all of them.
Well, I mean,
for a long time.
Yeah, Mark would message most of them, all the time, and I would talk when I felt it was needed. Just check in on people. Honestly, first person, I hate to say it, Cameron Jackson. I just remember I was with Mark on one of his backyard wrestling fix, and he evaluated our show, and he said a man walked out of the barn or something, looking like he was chiseled out of granite or something, and he would always message me saying keep up the hard work, never take this for granted, keep busting your ass like you have been. It just sucks that we don't see eye to eye anymore, but such is life. You grow up and you split apart eventually. You
keep moving though.
Second person, honestly, I'd say it's about 95% Cameron Jackson that wanted me to keep going. But the whole walkout scenario, we had a lot of stuff happen.
Negotiator, right?
And I led the walkout. I did. Everyone followed me. And honestly, the other 5% would probably go to Big Time Mike. I don't even talk to him anymore.
Yeah, we never really crossed paths with him and rubbed each other the wrong way, though.
Yeah.
I was more just we stopped talking.
I don't have any bad blood with Big Time Mike. Don't get me wrong.
He's a great guy. I'll give him that.
He's great on the
fucking hate all those cock-sucking motherfucking lick dick and motherfuckers, but that one has an exception. Big facts.
He's great on the mic. He's a good wrestler. And I remember getting a text from him, and actually way back in BCW, I used to yell, "It's big time, baby," or something, mimicking him or mocking him.
I remember we used to do that.
And no, he ended up texting me personally and said, I know you guys walked out, but you guys need to think about this. You guys have a lot of potential to be, to lead in backyard wrestling when other companies drop out. And so 95% Cameron Jackson, 5% Big Time Mike. But yeah, I don't associate with them anymore. So
I would say that I do remember a night like that. I actually remember that night perfectly. I got really shit-faced after that. But I do remember back then, I think it was a big hyped up BYW fix that there was going to be a promo competition between me and Big Time Mike. And I swear I think we had 40 people in there. It was a good time. They were good old days.
Right?
Shit happens.
So I will mention what I asked you earlier about a BCW guy showing up at One World's Clyde too. Mr. Awesome did say somebody in the chat room. So I'll mention it. He says Special Jack.
Oh my God, if that motherfucker did show up, could you imagine the crazy shit that would go down?
It's funny because he was undefeated until he met me, and I put it into all that stupid shit this past year, actually. But
I remember, I think the original plans were supposed to be you and Matt Cavey at last man standing.
But
It was actually me and you, and then you fucking hit me over the head with a chair. But
hey, guys, you got to make a few enemies on your way to the top, right?
Sure.
So that's what I did, and I made it right to the top, and I'm still here.
Yeah. Been for a long time, so.
Hell yeah.
All right. So I'm going to ask you guys to leave a question for a couple guys that I know I'm going to have out here in the future at some point.
All right.
Seems how you guys have the history with them and just had the match with them at When Worlds Collide. What would you guys want to ask the gentleman at?
Did you cheat the match? Did you pay that ref? Why are you such a bitch? Why are you so short? Why are you a ginger?
Why are you alive? My honest to God question
would be H2. How does a man like you get with a woman like that?
It's true.
That's a fair question.
I don't. Besides the match, I don't think I really have a question that I would like to ask.
H2, do you eat a bowl of dicks for breakfast every day?
That's one question.
I would say a question that you could ask them is, will you face the American Outlaws again? And see what they say. Because I guarantee you they'll probably weasel their way into a no.
Yeah, they would stop while they're ahead.
Uh-huh. Because they got the victory over the big guys. You know that, right? That's how they viewed it. They got the win over the big guys. You know? When we got there, and I remember you were there, I can't tell you how many people came up to us treating us like celebrities.
It was kind of cool.
Signed some autographs. I remember we signed you the When Worlds Collide thing. You go grab that When Worlds Collide thing. Let's see that. Grab that. Huh? I mean, I hate to make you get up, but come on. You know that thing is beautiful, and it needs to be shown to the world.
Hey, I showed it off a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Good for you, Tony. Yeah, boy, right there. We signed that for you. When Worlds Collide. On the back is all of our signatures. Oh, look at that. Mark Williams.
Jacob Page.
Oh.
Yeah. See that's just what type of class we are.
Yeah.
If you go to VTW, you think they would do some shit like that for you?
No, you're coming home with a sore anus because they want you to praise them.
Hey, I can't say nothing bad about him because I got one signed item from Zach Daniels. So
I guess that's Zach Daniels.
Zach Daniels.
Zach's always been the good guy. He's been a good boy.
Yeah. My question would be, would you want round 2 with a fair referee?
Yeah. No. Let's move on to this next question. Let's keep this rolling.
Yeah, we got a question. It's actually a comment from D-Lock.
Oh.
It says, if you're working hard and just doing what you love to do and want to make it big, then I don't really have much of a problem with anybody.
Respect that.
That's something I can respect.
Just don't accuse us of stealing gimmicks.
Because we've had this planned, I think, for... let's see. It's January. It was 2017. It was early. I think it was January of 2017 we had this planned. Because that was when we were negotiating. It was me and you, and I said, hey, look here. We can run this damn show. We can have all these motherfuckers in the palm of our hands. And that's what we did. And we're like, we're known as Outlaws. We're American Outlaws. You know? That's just who we are.
Right.
Big facts. Big facts. And if you dare try to say, oh, we steal the Too Sweet, look how many other people fucking Too Sweet these days.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that.
For one of the comments in When Worlds Collide was, I like how original those Outlaws are or something with the Too Sweet. And it's funny because right after our music cut and the Adrenaline Acts came out, the first thing they did was Too Sweet each other. And nothing was said. And it's funny because we're portrayed as the bad guys when we're really not. All we do is spit the truth.
We do spit the truth.
And people can't handle it, so we're the bad guys, and we're fake because we too sweet.
Can't fix stupid. I would like to message that to someone in New York. Nice big boy, Yankee Doodle went to town. So damn salty because Mark Williams is the daddy of his little babies.
That's an original.
That is an original.
So if you guys could choose, what would be your favorite feud that you've been a part of in BCW and a favorite match?
So
yeah, it's got to be me versus Mark.
I think it'd have to be this year's Summer Bash. You cannot deny that was a well-hyped up event that was coming up. You know that you got goosebumps when you watched that promo package between us. When you heard it was an unsanctioned match, you got a little bit of a wiggle. We know it too. We know everything.
That was the best match I've been a part of.
Easily.
So what's next for the two of you in BCW?
Keep on keeping on.
Domination.
Keep winning. Big facts.
Dominating the wrestling world and dominating Mama Nitro. Big facts.
Dominating the competition and just keep on displaying big facts.
That's all we got to do.
That's a big fact in itself.
That's a big fact itself.
Do you see anybody in specific that you guys will be targeting next when BCW returns?
We're going to make the Adrenaline Addicts come to us this time. Well, I will not stop until the Adrenaline Addicts are dead. The EpiPen boys are coming.
I don't even care if, we're going to make them come to us. But I don't even care if I got to weasel my way over into their show if needed. I want them gone.
They deserve to die.
So, Mike, we've touched on it a little. We do know originally you were supposed to be in the main event of Win Worlds Collide with Cameron Jackson. How does it make you?
It was first supposed to be Chase Bridges quickly, then Cameron Jackson quickly. Yeah. So what was your question?
How'd it make you feel knowing that they both backed out on you pretty much?
Expected. I really didn't feel much. I was just like, they pushed out. They're scared of me.
Expected, but at the same time,
disappointing. Disappointing in the fact that they're really that scared.
But proud because they know they can't even compete with you in the ring.
That is true. So sad we had to settle for minor leaguers, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Minor leaguers, I gotta rig it.
Minor leaguers, I had to rig the game. It was like we were facing the Mud Hens with Patriots power to rig a game.
Deflated footballs.
Deflated balls of that ref. Not having the balls to call it down the middle because he's under contract with NWF, and if he was to count the 3 on H2, he'd be booted out. It's called abuse of power. The government would be all over that if that was in any other organization. If they said, hey, if you didn't do this, I'll fire you. And we're not talking like unethical things that would lead to firings.
Right. So after all the years that you guys have spent on a trampoline, what was it like for you guys to first step in a ring?
Felt like home.
It did.
It felt like home. We got in there. I was injured, like a horrible back injury, and I wasn't going to wrestle. Then I got there, and I was like, I'm doing this. What do you know? We put on the best performance of the night. We carried the show on our backs, hurting me in my back a little bit more because I was carrying that show with you. But hey, we got it done. Big facts. Everyone at the end of that show was like, damn, that main event. Damn, that main event. You were there firsthand, and you were like, that main event was awesome.
And great. It's best part of the whole show, so.
No doubt.
So, Jason, the next question's for you. Originally, before the East Coast guys backed out, you were supposed to go one-on-one with H2. That's something that you're interested in still doing at some point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's a minor leaguer. Probably not worth my time. But, yeah, I would, especially after what transpired at When Worlds Collide. I would love to step in the ring with him one-on-one. That'd be sweet. Just one time, so I can just smack the taste out of his mouth.
Gotcha. So Jackson Hendricks wants to know if either one of you watched Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Oh, God, yes, I did. And that was the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life. Omega versus Alpha Omega. Fantastic match. Jericho really reminded me of a much older me.
Is it just me, or does Jericho get fatter every time he comes on TV?
His abilities don't shrink up, though.
Yeah, his abilities don't shrink up. He's still incredible, but...
All right. So, see if he says anything else about that. I haven't actually seen that yet, so...
Oh! What are you doing?
Busy. Work and stuff for this.
Dude, you are missing out on a 5-star show. It's 5-star matches up and down the card. The Fatal 4-Way.
Fair enough. I'm also a WWE guy through and through, so...
Oh, you're a WWE guy till you watch Wrestle Kingdom 12.
Hey, I highly recommend you watch Ricochet versus Will Ospreay.
That one does sound very good. So
you need it's on YouTube. Honestly, if you just YouTube it, it is incredible.
You will be impressed.
I believe it because I've seen some of their work and know they're both very good athletes.
That was a very controversial match too. Like it had the world talking. The junior heavyweight fatal 4-way was amazing. Yes, it was, Jackson. Yes, it was. It was absolute magic.
So we talked a little bit about Jackson earlier, but I didn't really get to one of the questions I was going to ask. What do you think of the company he's running, WTW there in Kentucky?
Not that bad. I haven't watched much because, I'm very busy. I've been focusing on not only getting ready for pro wrestling, getting ready for college football, all that stuff. So I've been very, very busy. He's been busy with his work, so I haven't been able to watch much. That's why. And I've also been focusing when I'm not doing college football, talking to college coaches or even talking to promoters. I'm basically talking to guys who own rings so I can get those.
And, yeah, I mean, if you just stay dedicated, keep working hard, I mean, it'll all pan out.
I think he's got a lot of potential. He is a very talented wrestler. So, I mean, I can't wait to see. Yeah, I can't wait to see what he's got in the future.
I'd agree with that. So, for anybody who doesn't know, originally when I first started this podcast, one of you two was going to be one of the two guys on the original episode.
Really?
That being, of course, the BCW World Champion Jason Page.
Yep, I remember.
Yes. We actually did record some stuff for it, and then I just had a shit computer back then, so.
Right. Well, I'm happy you could fit us in today. It means a lot. Us as a unit. Back then it was just me. Yeah, that was with me, you, and H2.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, sweating bullets in my car. Sitting out talking to you guys. Yeah, I remember that.
So, for what I was going into that, I gotta say thank you for coming on here. I do appreciate finally getting the chance to get you guys on here.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it too.
Yeah, we enjoy it. We had a lot of fun tonight.
We especially appreciate that you can handle everything we say.
Yeah,
most people can.
Yeah, most people block us by like the 5th minute. Yankee Doodle.
Yes. On that point, how many people are blocking you on Twitter, Mark?
At this point, I've lost count. Ryback has me blocked. That's a fact. Actually, let's look that up real quick. I will show you that Ryback has me fucking blocked.
What'd you say to Ryback?
CM Punk. Called him a piece of shit for what he did to CM Punk. Dang it.
Okay,
Oh, he unblocked me.
At one point.
Blocked me. He unblocked me. How about that?
Huh.
I have a picture of it from a long time ago when that happened. I was like, what did I do, motherfucker? But maybe he started to become a little more forgiving. Oh, my God, I have a lot of shit up posted. Wow. My social media blows up. I'm a bit of a savage.
Well, yeah, man. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. When Matt Ratcliffe blocked me. Oops. Hang on. No, this one I got fucked up. It was a good time.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Right here. See?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. You were blocked from following at Ryback22 and viewing Ryback22's tweets. I was like, could someone explain to me what in the fuck I did? Mr. Awesome just puts up a laughing face. Yeah, it was a great time. Just like it was a great time here tonight, man.
We're leaving soon.
Yeah.
We're leaving soon. We got to celebrate Mark's birthday at the Titty Bar.
Yeah. So
Bye.
we want to get through these questions because we don't want to cut your show short because that's disrespectful. And we wouldn't disrespect a fellow Michigander because you have our respect. And I'm sure we have your respect.
Very much so.
All right, awesome.
But we were wrapping up here anyways.
Oh, all right, perfect. Perfect.
Any last things you want to say to first your haters? Let's put it out there.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck you.
But
Love
we
you.
love you. We do love you.
Fuck you, but we also love you. You're a bunch of
Yeah.
pieces of shit who can go suck a dick. You peaked in high school, but we still love you because you're the reason we're relevant. You call us irrelevant every day, but you keep our names in your mouth, just like you keep the East Coast dicks in your mouth at the same time.
And if you send us a dislike to us,
That just shows that's how much you care.
that is a thumbs up to us.
Any publicity is good publicity. LeVar Ball said that.
Yeah.
LeVar Ball's a fucking genius.
To our supporters, thank you.
Hang on, let's correct that. To Mr. Awesome.
To Mr. Awesome,
Thank you.
thank you.
You have our true love.
And he's welcome anytime.
Anytime. He's an honorary outlaw. You know what? You're an honorary outlaw too.
Big facts,
Big
baby.
facts.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Throw it right there.
Take that up. Is there anybody, I'm sure you guys haven't seen everybody I've had on here, but anybody that you guys would like to see me get on this show that hasn't been on yet? That would be willing to come on.
Oh, William, that's the burden.
I would like to see the Guardian bumble through a show like this.
Jesus Christ.
Won't happen. That was shot down.
I'll go. I just want to know why he sucks so bad, honestly. I'll say Mikey Nitro.
Yeah, Mikey. Get Mikey Nitro on here and ask him why he's so fucking terrible.
Yeah. How are you going to let...
How are you going to let Mama Nitro down like that? How are you going to let your co-stepfathers down like that?
How are you going to let gods give you 3 opportunities and you fail all 3 times? Yeah, so Mikey Nitro.
All right, anything you guys want to plug real quick before we wrap up the show?
All right.
One more. I'd like to see Tommy Zachary. Not going to lie. Tommy Zachary. He'd be another good one.
Yeah. He is going to be on here next weekend.
All right, perfect. Also, BCW is returning in February with a professional ring for good. We will never, ever be in a trampoline again as long as we live. Wrestling.
Just like we said, we feel at home.
And we're going home to the pro ring. And also, we've got 5 new signings. Wait, 5 or got 4 to 5 new signings. Hoping all of them can make it. They will be signed to the official BCW roster come time. One of them happens to be 6'3", 250 pounds.
Damn.
And this man can move.
Yeah.
This man's a monster, and be prepared for the danger.
He ain't coming near me, though. I'll be sure of that.
Nor me.
Hey, and of course we got Twitter handles in the I'll put them in the description below. You guys want to leave that for anybody who might be interested?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm almost positive you either follow me or have me blocked. But it's at Mark Williams BCW. The M, the W, and the BC to the W are all capitalized. So you go ahead and follow that right there.
You ready for mine?
Go for it.
All right. It's at JPage_17. Capital J, capital P.
And for anybody who might not think it's PAGE, not PAIGE.
Yes, it is PAGE.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't take things.
I don't. I'm not an East Coast guy. I don't
do. We don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We may film it, but it's not with each other. It can be with a girl that's about as hot as that page.
Or Mama Nitro.
Mama Nitro. Oh, the dream girl. Let's hope we see her tonight.
And on that, on that note, we end.
Yeah,
I think that's a good spot.
That's about it too.
So
we appreciate it.
One last chance to say any last word.
Fuck the East Coast.
H2.
Fuck you.
AJ.
Fuck you.
And from yours truly, H2. Look out.
Big facts.
All right. And that has been the American Outlaws BCW World Heavyweight Champion Jason Page, BCW owner Mark Williams. I am Tony. This has been Tiger Talks Wrestling. Tomorrow night, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll have the NUW one half of the tag team champions, David Luella, on here. Catch you guys then.